Okay, today we're playing a game on Oasis. We are in the Gold SR range, and we will be playing McCree the entire way through. And our current team composition is D.Va, Roadhog, McCree, Soldier 76, Genji, and Mercy. So we've only got one healer, which is generally suboptimum. Looking at the 3 DPS we've got, I would trade McCree for another healer, because I just find Soldier is more consistent than McCree usually. Because that's kind of the thing with McCree, is that because he has like a pinpoint accurate weapon that doesn't fire that quickly, if you don't do very well on McCree, or you're bad at McCree, you tend to be as useless as a bad sniper. Whereas Soldier, because he's got the Helix rocket and an automatic weapon, he has an amount of consistency to him that I find McCree doesn't have. Now, I'm not saying McCree isn't also a consistent DPS. As long as you've got like decent aim, yeah, he is. It's just Soldier is easier to use than McCree, is mostly the point. Anyway, whatever. We're starting the game. We're playing McCree the whole way through, so clearly McCree isn't about to change. Also, as long as the one healer is a main healer, tends to be okay. Honestly, it's not usually a huge deal to not have an off healer. Not having a main healer is very bad, though. You'll also notice there's no sound in the background today because there was music playing. That's alright, I know how YouTube is, and I too like to listen to music in the background. I don't even listen to the game. Because why bother having music on if it's not going to cause you hearing problems later in life? So we're on University first, which is one of the maps I'm not overly fond of, because I find the geography of it to be very annoying. Wait for Zarya's bubble to fall down, and we stun her. Good times. Now, we are standing, like, really close to this Reinhardt while our cooldowns are currently up. Now, he is more concerned with them over there, but I would be slightly scared of him coming around the corner and trying to beat us to death. Didn't manage to get the, we are the luckiest motherfucker on the planet. Didn't manage to get the, Genji, which is sad. Like, let's go back and just watch that one again. Could have rolled, like, we actually dodged directly into it. It's alright, Roadhog saved our life. He only had to pin us for, like, 0.2 seconds when we would have died. Look at that. What a time to be alive. Quite literally, actually. So now we're standing really far forward, which we don't usually want to do as McCree either. Now, McCree does have... Oh, it fucking comes flying from 1,000 miles away. Now, McCree does have ways to defend himself if he's getting jumped on, but you don't really want to be at the front of your team. You always want to have someone between you and the enemy team. Granted, our tanks are D.Va, Roadhog, so, not like the most tanky team ever. Now, we are actually walking towards them while we are currently mostly dead. Which is also not a good idea, because Genji I can see Genji right there. Genji dashes through us. Junkrat throws a bomb at us. They just kind of do this. It's all bad. We don't want, like, McCree doesn't really want to be, like, right up on top of the enemy team. Like, yeah, if you've got, like, a Reinhardt to stand up behind, going up and throwing the flashbang over the other Reinhardt's all well and good. If you've got no tank between you and the enemy team when you're doing that, you'll just get killed approaching the Reinhardt. So, you don't want to do that if you haven't got, like, an actual team with you, or, like, a tank in front of you, I'll say, because the other one's very insulting. And also, we're just low health anyway, so we definitely don't want to be going forward while we're low health. Stun Moira didn't manage to kill her, sad times, even though we got the headshot. She didn't actually quite die. So, Soldier, I don't know how he got away with that one, frankly. He doesn't look like he deserved it. But Reinhardt's decided he doesn't want to live. The sound barrier comes through the wall just to give him the faintest glimmer of hope, but no, he's dead. So now we're kind of getting bullied around in here by Zarya, but also we can kill Zarya faster than she can kill us, unless she is max charge, but she wasn't quite max charge. Come out, use Deadeye, hooray, everything went better than expected. Now we're going real far forward. Most of them are dead right now, so you're not super likely to get punished for this one, because they are all mostly dead right now. But it's quite scary to be standing this far up by yourself. Oh, do almost manage to get a pick on Moira. We are the greediest boy on the planet. Holy shit. Like, I can see Reinhardt sneaking up on the side of us. Now, he doesn't seem to notice that we're here, thankfully. But I just see Reinhardt out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh god, oh, we should die for this. But Genji, of all people, is actually the one that comes to help her instead. And we're trying our best to get away. We shouldn't get away. We should not be alive right now. We are the greediest boy the world's ever seen, and somehow we've gotten away with everything. So, I would consider this to be an example of tunnel visioning really hard on that Moira, and you should have died for this, but we didn't get punished, somehow, so we don't have to learn, because that's how it works. I would know. I push charge a lot, and I don't get punished, so I never have to learn. It's fantastic. Now we're coming around to bully this boy. There's nobody here to help him, so there's not much he can do about that one, because his options are, well, worry about McCree and get shot by the rest of our team, or worry about the rest of the team and get shot to death by McCree. So, when you're in that position as Reinhardt, there's not really a good answer. Genji's coming in, Genji's dead, Soldier's using Tac Visor, we're just gonna use Deadeye to see if anybody tries to come on the point. Nobody tries to come onto the point because we've already won the round, hooray. So far, the thing that stands out the most is just positioning, basically, where we are a greedy boy, and we're standing really far up. But we didn't get punished for it at any point in time, so we don't have to learn. It's incredible. So, now, we don't even, have an actual, main tank, so it's quite incredible. We have D.Va, which is close, but not quite. So, come around the corner, find Junkrat in here. Manages to blast us away as we're stunning him. Very sad. Come back in, finish him off. Oh no, D.Va stole the health kit. Oh god, it's alright. Nobody's here to kill us. Oh, Lucio tried to bump us off. Did we have a flashbang off cooldown? Nah, comes up right as he's leaving. Yeah, sad times. I just thought it was off cooldown. I was like, did we just choose not to stun him? No. So, here comes Genji. Genji's not quite dead. Now he's dead. Honestly, I just fan in that position, because, yeah, it's better if you just left-click on him, but, people like Genji and Tracer are small, you know? I'd rather just fan the hammer on him, since he's half dead anyway and quite close to us, but it is better if you can left-click on their head. So, we have managed to get control of the point. We didn't really have to do all that much, all things considered. We helped kill Junkrat, and then the rest of the fight just went really well. So we're going real far back to pick up a health kit, which is unnecessary. Because, there was a health kit closer, and someone on our team would probably heal us. It's not like we were about to die. Start fighting, D.Va if we, this is not gonna sound super helpful, but if we got more headshots, we would have taken her out of mech, and D.Va's mech is pretty easy to headshot. Do not do this. You are currently half health, and just in general, you don't want to get up in D.Va's face. D.Va's head, it's almost harder to not headshot D.Va's mech, it's that big. There's no need to get up close to her, because you can just sit further back and shoot her in the face, for, left clicker. D.Va would much rather you were closer to her, because then she can hit you with her automatic shotguns and rockets really easily. So, don't approach the D.Va, especially while you're half health, because don't forget as well, if D.Va shift and punches you, that's 75 damage. And if you got 100 health, it's not hard to find an extra 25 damage. So, managed to kill, Lucio, and get away with it. D.Va got bumped off the edge, so Farah's probably really satisfied about that. There's nobody I love pushing over the edge more than D.Va, because when she actually hits the kill plane, and it just goes tick, 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 it's the greatest sound in the world. So, Moira starts using Coalescence, didn't manage to stun her, it's alright. Soldier's using Tac Visor, which is definitely better than Coalescence. Tac Visor is an 8, 9 out of 10 ultimate, and then Coalescence is it's a 5 or a 6, you know? The thing with Coalescence, though, is it charges a fucking lot faster than Tac Visor does. So, did we know this was Doomfist in here? Did we just, what's going on? This is also, a really scary place to stand, because, you can get collapsed on so quickly in here, and you got a long way to go to get back to safety. So we do know this is a Doomfist, and then we just kind of come around the corner and get punched. Honestly, we deserve to die for that. Again, we're positioning really greedy, and we, sucked this round. I mean, it isn't not really sucking, but we haven't had to do very much because our team is kind of winning regardless. We're like average. So anyway, so we see they've got a Sombra now because we just saw a hacked health kit. Basically, like we position mad greedy. Didn't need to use the flashbang on this boy. This boy is gonna die. Like there's no way he gets out of this position. You can just left click him and he's dead. No need to use the flashbang on him. Flashbang's a pretty long cooldown, and we know they got a Sombra. Look, we can't stun and kill the Sombra now, and we could have killed her right there. Now, as we can plainly see, it's not gonna matter overly in this situation, but us not being able to stun the Sombra when we first saw her could matter. Clearly won't here, but we didn't need to use the flashbang to kill that Doomfist. Hooray, we won the round. We're gonna use Deadeye. That guy's dead. Like, yeah, hooray, we got Mercy as well. Nice. Yeah, we won. Hooray, we won. Do we see the play of the game? We see the play of the game. That's Shadowplay that does that, right? I don't have Shadowplay because I have an AMD graphics card, which is the greatest mistake I've ever made in my life. Not because AMD hardware is bad, it just has mad compatibility issues, because AMD just always has compatibility issues. Buy an NVIDIA graphics card if you're planning to build your own computer. Fair enough. So, I have no idea what any of this means. I can assume the one that sells kill streak probably means kill streak, and that probably means defensive assists, but, in my youth I had learnt German, but I don't remember any of it. He said as if he was an old man right now. I also am in my mid-20s, so that's ancient compared to most internet folk these days, but... So in the email, you had pointed out that I know that my positioning is really bad sometimes. That's like all I really see is standing out particularly. Like, yeah, you know, there's always going to be some aim better in there when you're playing a hero like McCree or Soldier or Widowmaker. But like, other than like, yeah, you could be better mechanically, but who couldn't? Other than like Taimu or Pine, but Kefri. But other than that, it's like mostly positioning that really stood out to me. Some cooldown stuff, like the Doomfist at the end that we flashbanged. We didn't need to flashbang. Basically, we positioned like a greedy bitch, which is fine, because, well, it's not fine. I just understand, because I also do so. And I'm playing Reinhardt and Moira, and I'm just walking right at them. But it's alright, people are bad at every SR and they don't punish you. In some ways, being incredibly brazen in high SR is better because they don't expect you to do it. They don't expect the Reinhardt to just charge into the enemy team and they're like, what the fuck? It's, you know, there's like this, phenomena where a really high SR, I'm talking like a diamond level player, will play in like bronze and they complain they can't play the game. Or they can't carry the game, because the enemy team doesn't play like they expect them to, right? And they just get caught out because people are doing stupid shit that you don't see them do at higher SR. So you'll come around just a random corner, and there's just like a McCree camping that corner, and you're like, why the fuck is he here? I don't know, but he killed me because I wasn't ready for it. Because why would you be? So it's very interesting phenomenon. Anyway, fucking that has like nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. Good username, by the way. Just noticed that one. So, anyway, yeah, mostly positioning stuff that I noticed. So it sounds like you're pretty already aware of what the issue is based off this game. I know you sent another game as well. We'll get to that. Backlog's still very big right now. Might take a while. We'll get to it eventually. Don't worry. So, thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. Join our Discord if you haven't already. You can ask questions more directly and have like a conversation about them. And I hope you found the video helpful.